Hello, everyone. Grab a cup of tea and get comfortable. It's Anastasia here, and we're back in our cozy little studio. It's been such a busy week, hasn't it, George?
You're telling me. My schedule looked like a chessboard this week, every square filled. I actually had to schedule do nothing time just to survive.
That sounds like the most British thing ever, scheduling your relaxation.
Hey, that's what balance looks like for me. But you, on the other hand, look radiant. What have you been up to? More yoga or maybe another creative project?
A little of both. I've been doing morning meditations again. Just 10 minutes, but it's made such a difference. I actually started keeping a dream journal too.
A dream journal, huh? That sounds intriguing and slightly mysterious. Are we talking symbolic messages from the universe, or more like I saw a pink elephant on roller skates?
Maybe a bit of both. I write down whatever I remember, even the weird stuff. You'd be surprised how much it says about what's going on in your mind.
So is that why you picked today's topic?
Exactly. Today we're talking about why it's important to set goals, keep a dream journal, visualize, and meditate. The 4 simple habits that can really change the way you see your life.
Perfect. Because I think people underestimate those things. They sound soft, but they're actually quite powerful.
Yes. And before we go too deep, a tiny reminder, friends, if you enjoy natural English conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us keep creating for you.
Nicely said. So let's start with goals, the big one. Why set them at all? Some people say, I just live day by day. I don't need goals.
True, and sometimes it sounds romantic, like go with the flow. But when you really think about it, having goals doesn't mean you stop flowing. It just means your river knows where it's going.
That's a nice metaphor. A river without a direction is just a puddle, isn't it?
Exactly. When you set goals, you create a sense of direction, and that helps you wake up with purpose.
I like that. It's not even about being successful, whatever that means. It's about clarity. Without goals, we often drift through life without realizing where the years go.
Oh, yes. And setting goals makes you think about what really matters to you, not just the goals that sound impressive, like earn more money, but the ones that touch your heart.
Like become a calmer person or spend more time with family.
Yes, those are beautiful goals, and they're the kind that bring real happiness.
You know, people often confuse goals with pressure. They think if they don't achieve them fast, they are failures. But that's not true.
Not at all. Goals aren't handcuffs, they're compasses. They guide you, but they also allow you to adjust your path when life changes.
And life always changes, doesn't it? It never follows the 5-year plan.
Oh, absolutely not. I used to plan everything, my career, my relationships, even my hobbies. And then life just rewrote the script.
Sounds familiar. But I guess the point isn't to predict the future, it's to be ready for it.
Exactly. Goals give you something to move toward, but they also teach you to stay flexible.
You know, there's also something psychological about it. When you set a clear goal, your brain actually starts working differently.
Really? How so?
It's called the reticular activating system. It's like a filter in your brain that notices things related to your goals. If you decide to buy a red car, suddenly you start seeing red cars everywhere.
Oh, I've heard of that. It's like when I decided to learn about meditation, and suddenly everyone around me was talking about it.
Exactly. Your brain starts paying attention to what you focus on. So when you write your goals down, you're basically training your brain to look for opportunities.
That's so fascinating. And it shows how powerful our focus can be.
It does. That's why visualization ties in so well. When you visualize your goal, really imagine it, your mind treats it as if it's already happening.
That's like athletes before competitions. They see themselves running the race perfectly.
Yes, and it's been proven that it actually improves performance. The body follows the mind.
That's beautiful. The body follows the mind. I love that idea.
It's true, though, even in everyday life. If you imagine yourself speaking confidently in English, for example, you start to feel more natural over time.
That's a great example for our listeners. So basically, you can train your confidence just by visualizing it.
Pretty much, it's like rehearsal. Your brain is practicing success before it happens.
And you know what's funny? That connects with dream journaling too. When you write about your dreams, the night ones, I mean, you also train your awareness.
How do you mean?
Well, dreams come from our subconscious. When we write them down, we learn the language of our inner world. It's like your soul whispering things you missed during the day.
That's poetic. The language of your inner world.
It really feels like that. For example, I noticed that whenever I felt stuck in life, I dream about being lost in a big city. And when I finally made a decision, those dreams stopped.
So your dreams were telling you something before your mind could put it into words.
Exactly. That's why I think everyone should keep a dream journal. Not because it's mystical, but because it helps you connect the dots between emotions and actions.
I can see that. It's like self-therapy, but through symbols and stories.
Yes, like free art from your mind every night.
I might try it, though I'm not sure I want to read what my brain comes up with at 3 a.m.
Oh, come on, George. Maybe you'll discover your inner poet.
More like my inner chaos.
Either way, it'll be honest. And honesty is where growth starts, right?
Absolutely. You can't change what you don't acknowledge.
That's why meditation fits so perfectly into this picture. It's not just sitting quietly, it's learning to listen to yourself.
You know, I resisted meditation for years. I thought it was for monks or people with too much time.
I thought the same, but it's not about doing nothing. It's about doing something very important, noticing what's happening inside.
That's the tricky part. People think meditation means stop thinking, but it actually means stop reacting.
Yes, you just let your thoughts pass like clouds.
I tried a guided meditation once, and the instructor said, "Don't fight your thoughts, think them and let them go." That changed everything for me.
Oh, that's beautiful. Because thoughts are just visitors. You don't have to serve them tea every time they arrive.
That's my new favorite quote. Don't serve your thoughts tea.
You know what I mean. Meditation teaches patience, awareness, and stillness. It helps you clear your mind before setting or reviewing your goals.
So, all four goals, visualization, journaling, and meditation they're not separate things. They're like four tools in the same toolbox.
Exactly. They work together. You visualize your goals, write your dreams to understand yourself, meditate to stay calm and focused, and set goals to move forward.
It's like a loop. Each one supports the other.
Yes, and it's not even about perfection, it's about practice. I always tell people, even if you do it for 5 minutes a day, it's worth it.
Definitely. 5 minutes of clarity is better than an hour of confusion.
That's so true. And the more you do it, the more you start seeing small changes, like you react differently to stress, or you start noticing little joys.
The famous small things. You always mention that.
Because they matter. If you can find joy in small things, you'll never run out of happiness.
I think that's a wonderful philosophy.
I should print it on a mug. Joy in small things.
You'd sell thousands.
Maybe I should set that as my next goal.
There you go, applying today's topic already.
Always practicing what I preach. But seriously, it's such a good reminder. We often make life harder than it has to be. We rush, we chase. But when we stop for a few minutes, when we breathe, write, or just think clearly, life feels lighter.
Yeah, like you finally exhale.
Exactly. And that's what I hope people feel after this episode, like they've exhaled a bit.
I like that. A little peace in the middle of the noise.
And maybe a bit of inspiration too.
Always. Because setting goals, keeping a dream journal, visualizing, and meditating, they're not about control. They're about awareness.
Beautifully said.
Thank you. I'm learning from you, you know?
And I'm learning from you. That's the magic of these talks. They make us reflect too.
Definitely. It's a conversation for two, but I think everyone listening finds their own meaning in it.
I hope so. Because everyone's dream, goal, or meditation looks different, but it's all part of the same journey towards self understanding.
Well said. I think that's a good place to pause for now before we dive even deeper.
You're saying that like a meditation teacher. Let's pause and breathe.
Maybe I'm learning faster than I thought.
I'll take that. So, if we're taking a little pause, let's make it a mindful one. George, I think people underestimate how powerful visualization really is.
They do. Most people here visualize your dream life and think it's some kind of fairy dust. Like, I'll just imagine a new car and it'll appear.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not magic, it's a kind of mental training. You're building the habit of seeing yourself succeed, or at least moving toward your goals with more confidence.
Right. Because if you can't picture it, you probably can't reach it. Our minds need an image to move toward.
That's true. I remember when I was learning English as a teenager, I used to imagine myself sitting in a cafe abroad, just chatting easily. I'd picture it in detail, the sound of the cups, the little laugh of the waiter, the warm light.
And look at you now. You're literally doing that, but in a studio.
Yes. But it took years and a lot of small, patient steps. Visualization kept me going when I didn't believe in myself yet.
That's powerful. So it's like a bridge between belief and action?
Exactly. Visualization is the rehearsal, and the goals are the performance.
You know, I once read that the brain doesn't fully distinguish between imagining and doing. When a pianist imagines playing scales, their motor cortex activates almost like they're really practicing.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. It's so inspiring, isn't it? It means every quiet moment of imagining can actually strengthen your skills.
As long as it's followed by real action.
Of course. Otherwise, we'd all be Olympic champions by daydreaming.
I'd win the gold medal in napping for sure.
That's a valuable skill, but seriously, the combination of imagination and consistency is unbeatable.
You're right. Visualization is a kind of emotional rehearsal. You feel the success before it happens, and that feeling motivates you to keep going.
And it helps when reality gets rough, because it will. There's always that middle part, when the goal still feels far away, and the dream journal is full of scribbles, and meditation feels like a nap with guilt.
That's so true. That middle part is where most people give up.
Yes, that's when you have to remember discipline and compassion must go together. Be gentle with yourself, but don't give up.
That's a good one. Discipline and compassion. Sounds simple, but it's rare.
Because we're often too hard on ourselves. We push so much that we forget that growth needs kindness.
Yeah, you can't grow a flower by shouting at it.
Oh, I love that. Don't shout at your flowers. We should write a book with that title.
Bestseller, guaranteed. Chapter 1. Water them instead.
Perfect. But that's exactly what journaling does. It waters your awareness. It makes you stop and notice.
Right. When you write, you slow down your thoughts enough to actually see them.
Yes. Sometimes I write my goals and I notice they don't feel right anymore. And that's okay. I can adjust. It's not failure, it's evolution.
Exactly. Goals aren't meant to trap you, they're supposed to guide you.
You know, I once had a goal to open a little bakery. I imagined the smell of bread, the people, the warmth. But when I started planning seriously, I realized it wasn't really what I wanted. I wanted creativity, not routine.
So you let it go?
I did. And writing about it helped me realize that the real dream behind the bakery was about creating warmth and connection, which, funnily enough, is what this podcast gives me.
That's beautiful. So the bakery turned into a microphone.
Exactly. Less flour, more talking.
That's quite the transformation.
But it shows something important. Sometimes goals are just doors. You walk through one and realize the room you were looking for is actually next door.
That's profound. So it's okay if the dream changes, as long as you keep walking.
Yes, and meditation helps you recognize when it's time to change direction.
I've noticed that too. When I meditate regularly, I make decisions more calmly, not from panic or impulse, more like from clarity.
That's what meditation gives space. And when you have space, you can see things as they are, not as your fears paint them.
Hmm, it's interesting. All four habits we're talking about, they bring clarity in different ways.
Yes, goal setting clarifies your direction, visualization clarifies your intention, journaling clarifies your emotions, and meditation clarifies your mind.